Media Group station.
ESPN Radio Sports Center.
I'm Dave Mager. They'll be wearing white in State College, Penn State, and Ohio State tomorrow night. Nittany Lions coach James Franklin.
The whiteouts are special. I've never really been around anything like it. If you're a college football fan and you haven't experienced one, you really should. You should come to a Penn State game in general, but the whiteout is different, and we're going to need that. We're playing one of the most talented rosters in the country.
That game's 7:30 Eastern tomorrow, Saturday Night Football on ABC. Next hour, 3-0 Colorado hosting 0-3 UCLA. Baseball, D.D. Gregorius back in the lineup less than a week after tearing cartilage in his wrists at Fenway. Fourth inning, Yankees lead the Red Sox 2-0. Gary Sanchez, a solo shot, his 18th on the year. And I should say that's in the third inning at Fenway. The A's at the LA Angels later on. The Cubs' magic number for the NL Central is 2 after an 8-4 win over St. Louis. Brewers and Tigers coming up in Milwaukee. The Rockies are in the playoffs. If they win tonight, they play Washington in Denver. The Dodgers in San Francisco. LA is one back of Colorado and has a magic number of 2 for the wild card over St. Louis. Orioles lead Houston 1-0 in the third. Twins beat the White Sox 2-1 in the first of a twin bill. NFL surgery on the ankle of Rams D-back Aqib Talib is not season-ending. He will miss it about 2 months. The Jaguars' Leonard Fournette, game-time decision against the New York Jets. And golf, a shutout by Europe at the Ryder Cup, its first session sweep since 1989, a 5-3 lead over the USA.
Football Sunday on ESPN Radio. The undefeated Miami Dolphins head to Foxborough to face Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Coverage begins Sunday at noon Eastern on ESPN Radio. Presented by Vivid Seats.
Welcome. This is the Kevin Sutton Show coming to you live, loud, and proud from ESPN 580 Orlando. This is not Kevin. This is Myra, the lady's point of view, and the crew holding it down as Kevin is out saving the world.
One day at a time.
Always doing his thing, man. You know, I can't, it's like we can't get mad at him. You know what I mean?
I can get mad at him. Screw you, Kevin.
But no. You know, we are the crew and we are holding it down. And we are proudly brought to you by Cruz and Pescara, PA, your personal injury attorneys. That's right. If you are in a car accident, slip or fall, this is Cruz and Pescara, a full law service. I was going to say a full car service. They can detail your car, too.
They got some nice cars in that parking lot.
That's Cruz and Pescara offices, downtown Orlando, 407-841-0200. As we like to call them, your I-4 lawyers.
Or your accident attorneys.
Accident attorneys, too.
Yes. And guys, don't forget to download the podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Play Music. Hey, we are even on Spotify. How about that? So if you guys got an iPhone, Android phone, even the Google Pixel, why not? You guys can download our show. We got over 400. That's well over 400. That's a lot of episodes. And you can hear our terrible predictions, our awesome predictions.
Hold
you
on.
can hear Maya running for campaign for a whole year.
Over. Can you believe it's going to be a year next month?
Since you announced?
Yeah, on my birthday.
That's amazing.
I know, man. Oh,
we need to hire a documentary crew to follow you guys around. If anybody's listening and you're a Full Sail student and you want to showcase one of your projects, following Myra and Kevin around, that would be something pretty awesome. It's
exhausting, man. You don't want to do it if you want no sleep. You want no sleep. I've been up since 5 a.m. this morning. Yeah, doing a interview for the Orlando Sentinel and then off to my meetings. It's a crazy life. But you know what? But when we get in the studio, though, it's all a good time because we get to just leave all our worries right outside of the door.
And I brought them with
in
me.
the Cox Media parking lot. And by the way, oh my gosh, you're not wearing green.
No.
You're not going to work tonight?
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you know what? We're going to start this night off right because you know who we got in the studio? Dr. P.
Today is Friday, baby. And my words of wisdom for you all are that don't drink coffee from 2 o'clock in the afternoon at 8 o'clock in the afternoon.
If you want to get some sleep.
I'm drinking coffee right now.
Is that from 2 o'clock this afternoon?
Maybe like 5 o'clock.
Okay, that's not too
yeah.
bad.
It's old radio station coffee, which is the best coffee. It
Yeah.
burns a hole right through
Kevin
you.
loves that coffee.
Yeah.
You know, he looks forward to his 8 o'clock coffee.
Well, he'll drink it with soap in it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Is he coffee black? Is that what he is?
No.
No,
What
he
do
just
you
drinks
cream.
black
say?
coffee?
All cream.
He likes
No.
cream, man.
Does he?
Yeah.
And guys, let's not forget, we got Myra, the lady's point of view.
Hey! I'm having a good time. Oh. We need Rich to fill it.
He don't do it.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Rich.
I got my iced coffee here.
No, we're talking about my backup beat.
I'm not. No, I don't. I'm not musically inclined. Not at all.
That's Trent on the line, by the way.
Oh, it is.
I
Okay.
still haven't given my music to Nick. You
No,
know?
you haven't.
I know. So, you know who slipping
I know
and
the
sliding,
song,
who
too.
still doesn't have a song? Mr. Rich Rogers.
I work from 10 p.m. to 6:30 a.m. tonight, so I'm drinking coffee too.
Well, it's
So-
8 a.m. for you right now.
Welcome to the dark side.
So I leave. I have to leave about 8:30, but yeah,
Okay.
overnight. But it's a good time.
Welcome
There
to
you
the
go.
dark
It's big
side.
money.
Oh, yeah.
It's big money time. Double
Yeah.
money. Double the money. Hey, and of course, the man himself, who will never be included in any of our rap songs, backup or otherwise.
Oh, you
Mr.
wait.
Jesnick.
That's true.
Hey, man, what's up?
Not much.
Hey, man, the Carter 5 has dropped.
Oh, it did. Yeah, I saw that.
Lil Wayne.
Oh, really?
Lil Wayne, yeah. He's finally released an album, another one. And Kanye West is releasing tomorrow. His new one.
What's new?
Mm-hmm.
What's new with Kanye?
Yeah,
Unless you've got some of the good old classic Kanye, I'm good.
yeah. Yeah,
You know?
anything after graduation is garbage.
Yeah, I'm with you. You know, the truth is, every artist's first album is always the best because
They're poor.
they're poor
They have
and the
that drive,
station
yeah.
dictate. I mean, the station. Look at me.
The label.
The label dictates what happens.
Yeah.
The best album Boyz II Men ever put out
Was the first one?
was the first one.
Yeah, doesn't Eddie Murray? Eddie Murphy. He talks about that where he's like, once you get rich, you're not funny anymore because there's no struggle, and usually the struggle is what's funny. That's
Yeah.
what it usually happens.
That is true.
What is the one that has Timberlake in it? Is that Boyz II Men?
NSYNC.
NSYNC.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be NSYNC.
Okay, because
Yeah.
they have all the Instinct models over at little characters.
At the Goodwill?
At the Goodwill.
Oh.
They got some good stuff at that Goodwill in Winter Park.
All right, so Winter Park, that's a go.
The Winter Park.
Don't go to
yeah.
the one on OBT. If you want the good stuff, go to the one in Winter Park.
Winter Park, yeah.
Mine, that's your district.
And they have some good sports stuff. Yeah, I saw a Red Sox jersey.
Winter
I saw a
Park?
Magic jersey.
No, OBT.
Did they have the Penny Hardaway?
They have a Penny Hardaway jersey.
Really? Someone took mine.
Yeah.
friend, a
I don't
friend.
think it'll fit. It's like a kid's jersey.
Penny probably needed it.
My cousin still has a little Penny that I bought him like 20 years ago. The little
Man.
doll.
We're going to get into that. But right now, we got Trent on the line.
Trent, are you
From
there,
Naughty
buddy?
by Nature?
No.
Oh.
That's
Hey,
Trent.
good evening, guys. How are you?
What's
Hey.
going on, buddy? Hey, man, give everybody an update. What's going on with you? You had some big news regarding who you spoke to today.
I did, yes, sir. So I spoke with Tony Marino from News 96.5
We know Tony.
WBO. Everybody
Greatest
knows.
voice in news.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that voice.
Absolutely. He's a great guy. And great voice, great radio voice. I've had a privilege of meeting him and sitting along, watching him work for a little while. I've taken a tour of Cox Media Group Orlando and loved it. And basically, we talked about the Miami Dolphins. You know, the Miami Dolphins have a big game this weekend against the Patriots, the struggling Patriots, I may add. I mean, I can't believe that they're 1-2 at this point in the season, although they have started off slow in the past. But we asked Tony, we said, Tony, you know, do you think the Dolphins come away with the win this week? And Tony's fired up. He is believing in his Dolphins. He believes that the Dolphins will go 4-0 and beat the Patriots.
That's just his love for Miami. Don't fall for the hype, okay? Okay?
Look at
Because
Myra.
you know Tony Marino, he
Myra,
hangs...
she drank a whole glass of haterade today, man.
He has his kids live in South Florida. He's always in South Florida. It's one of those things, you know, when you're coming in on the turnpike, you drive by the stadium, you can't help but
Like,
get excited.
What is that? Do I hear Pitbull?
What? Pit? Dale?
Yeah.
Dale?
Oh
Yeah.
man, but yeah, Trent, do you agree with Tony or no? Are you kind of on the fence about Miami and the Patriots?
You know, I would love to see the Dolphins beat the Patriots, but
Not gonna
unfortunately, I
happen.
don't see it happen.
Yeah. It's not
I
going to
really
happen.
do. I don't see it. No, I think the Patriots, they're an angry football team right now. Of course, if I listened to Bill Belichick's press conference the other night, and he was just, you know, same old. We stunk today, you know, and everything. And it's I could hear in his voice he's not very happy, and I think for whatever reason, I have a feeling that Brady's going to come out there and put on a show Sunday.
And this is the first game Josh Gordon will be coming back. Is that correct?
He should be playing.
He should be playing.
That is correct.
Hey, and when was it? 2 years ago when you predicted?
I think it was 2.
3 years ago. I think it was. We were at the other studio.
I'm not even sure.
Yeah, when there was a game, it was the last game of the season.
Yeah, and
it was the Patriots in Miami.
Because the Patriots can't beat them in Miami. They can't ever beat them in Miami. They always beat them in Foxborough, but they can't.
Are they playing in Miami this weekend?
Trent.
They are in Foxborough.
Oh, okay. Never mind. It's a done deal. Hang it up.
Well, hey, Trent, thank you for calling. We really appreciate it. Give a plug of your radio station, man.
Yes, sir. So I do. I co-host 2 shows. I co-host a terrestrial radio show on Mondays and Fridays, and I also co-host a sports podcast. We had Tony Marino on the sports podcast today called Out of Sight Sports, and all you have to do is go to Out of Sight Sports SoundCloud, and I'll send the information to you guys and have you guys put it out on your website and go from there.
Sure, you got it, Trent, man. Always great to hear from you. All right, you take it easy. Have a great weekend.
Hey, you too. Have a great weekend.
Myra.
Yeah.
Before we go to break, I have to plug this because Rich does have to leave after the next break.
It's
so
huge.
we are going to do our NFL predictions next.
Early. Okay.
Next.
We got it. We got it. We got a big announcement. Steelers.
And
they're
Nick
in the building.
Did well this week.
Nick.
Yeah, the one he thought that was going to.
Well, hold it for
Hold on. Hold.
Oh, I did. Sam
Hold the
Albuquerque
shopping
did
cart.
me a
Yeah,
huge favor.
did, yeah.
Uh-oh. We're official now.
Yeah.
Jeez. My ranking is not doing well. Hey, this is the Kevin Sutton Show. We will be right back.
The new home for Monday Night Football is ESPN 580 Orlando. Monday, it's a huge battle in the AFC West as the 3-0 Kansas City Chiefs travel to the Mile High City to battle the Denver Broncos. Coverage begins at 7:30. Then be back for Golick and Wingo on your drive-in to recap the entire NFL weekend. Right here on ESPN 580 Orlando. Football lives here.
This is Michael Eastham with Fellowship Financial Group. Are you getting rewarded for the risk that you're taking in your investments? Find out by tuning in to the Retirement Income Doctor radio show every Saturday at 7 a.m. right here on ESPN 580.
Jim and Sarah are at their son's baseball game. They're dreaming about how he'll get an athletic scholarship and attend a great college.
Do it, Jimmy!
There's just one problem.
Strike 3, you're out!
Jimmy really sucks.
Dang it!
That's why when Jim and Sarah were ready to sell their home, they didn't. They rented it out with the Realty Medics instead, setting up cash flow every month for a scholarship fund as a backup plan. As the highest rated and most reviewed property managers in Central Florida, the Realty Medics handled all the hassles. Background checks, inspections, phone calls, repairs, and marketing. All for just 8% of the rent. So, while Jimmy's scholarship isn't guaranteed, the Realty Medics guarantee your home will rent in 14 days or less. Make money collecting rent now and make money later when your home appreciates. Visit therealtymedics.com to see how much your Central Florida home can rent for.
Therealtymedics.com. Listen to attorney Justin Clark every Sunday at 9 a.m. here on ESPN 580. Justin will take and answer all your legal questions. Behind the Law on ESPN 580. Powered by Justin Clark and Associates. Time to treat your lawn with Sunnyland Professional 1608 Weed and Feed Fertilizer. Available only at all Lowe's Garden Centers. Visit SunnylandCorp.com to print your $2 per bag mail-in rebate. Sunnyland Fertilizers, the choice of the UCF Knights, made in Florida just for Florida lawns since 1884.
Now you can listen to ESPN 580 Orlando on your smart speaker.
Alexa, play ESPN 580.
Hear all your favorite ESPN 580 shows just by saying,
Hey Alexa, play ESPN 580 on TuneIn.
ESPN 580 Orlando from TuneIn.
Saying at least one stupid thing per day.
I've been beating the meat, but I ain't never did it in the cooler like you did.
This is the Kevin Sutton Show on ESPN
580 Orlando.
Oh, yeah. This is the Kevin Sutton Show. We are back live, loud, and proud in the studio. ESPN.
Is your thing messing up?
Yes, this is the crew holding it down. I can't hear anything. I'm like, are we back on? You know? And as Kevin is out saving the world, but not to worry because we have a lot going on. And you guys know it's Friday night. You know what Friday means for us, right?
Friday means football.
Friday means football. Friday night football predictions.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
And since Rich has played along this whole time, we got to include him. You know, you've been here. You got to make sure you're staying.
He's going to be gone. He has to leave at the end of this.
He's got to go
break.
make that money.
So we normally close out the show with our NFL bets for the Kevin Sutton Show. But this week we're going to do a little bit different just so we can include Rich in here. Plus, at the end of the show today, just like I told you guys earlier in the week, we have our Kevin Sutton Show song.
By the way, I just want to say you put Kevin no show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We have our Kevin Sutton Show song that we will be debuting from Montezi. He's a friend of the show.
Yes.
He works with the WWE and TNA wrestling. He does a lot of the themes for a lot of the current wrestlers, and he has dropped a Kevin Sutton Show track for us. We will be debuting it at the end of the show, so make sure you stick around for that. It's clean. There's no cursing. So
it's awesome, is what it is. I want him to make one
I'm
for
like
all of our
so
shows now.
excited that
Do you
Nick
really
is
want
like,
him to?
Well, let's talk after the show because
Okay.
I think it'd be really. I want one. Yeah.
Oh,
His rates just went up now that he's a part of TNA. But anyway, Nick, can you please play the NFL music? Let's get started. All right, guys, it is currently week 4, but first, let's recap week 3.
Yeah, let's recap.
All right, week 3, Nick was not here. We had Sam Albuquerque Burrito filling in for him, and he was the one who was moving the needle on the games that we chose. So, week 3, Sam chose the Saints and the Falcons, the Rams and the Chargers, and the Steelers and the Bucks. So let's recap on who picked who. Kevin was a no-show, so Kevin got a big, fat 0.
Zilch.
All right, Myra picked the Saints, the Chargers, and the Bucks.
I was hoping the Bucks would pull it through.
Out of that, she got the Saints, so Myra has 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
All right, me, I picked the Saints, the Rams, and the Bucks. I got 2 out of the 3, so I have 2. And Rich picked the Falcons, the Rams, and the Bucks, and he got 1 out of those. And Nick, Sam picking for Nick.
Kirky did me a lot of favors.
Yeah,
he did.
He bet 1,000 there, and he got all 3 correct with the Saints, Rams, and Steelers. So
I would have definitely picked the Bucks, so
Right.
I got at least 1 extra point there.
So rounding it out, our total scores so far, we have Kevin with 3, Myra with 2.
Are you proud to say that? What's that?
What?
You know, Myra with 2.
Myra with 2. I have 4. Rich has 4. And Nikki Football with 6.
That's
Which
why
should
they
be
call
fine.
Nicky football,
yeah, let me hear it.
Perfect.
Nick has got 6. So, Nick, you know how it goes here. You're going to be picking.
I got to pick 3 games.
Yeah, you
don't
got to
I?
pick. You got to pick 3 games, and I'll write it down here, and then we'll continue from there.
See, I'm not sure I want to go now. Now I have a lead. I can just pick ones that are easy to pick. So
One
then,
has
like,
to-
No,
it's
come
not
on,
like-
come on,
see,
yeah.
like I can totally cheat now that I'm in control.
Yeah, but it's not like you got a commanding lead.
No, not at
You
all.
also got that tie. We also all have that tie.
Yeah, we all had that tie. Okay. Should we do? All right, let's go. Let's go Bucks Bears.
Okay.
Okay. Let's keep
hold
the
on
Ryan
here. Let me
Fitzpatrick thing going. Let's go
All
Bucks
right.
Bears.
Bucks. Bears.
Mhm.
All right.
Let's go Saints Giants.
Okay.
And how about Ravens Steelers?
All right. And are these all games on Sunday, or we have
No,
one on
there's
Monday?
a Monday game. Oh no, I'm sorry. These are all Sunday. Do you want me to pick the Monday
No,
game?
no.
Okay,
That's
stay
better.
away from the Monday game. Okay.
All right. So which one you want to do first? The Bucks and the Bears.
Bucks Bears. Let's
All
start
right.
with
So
that.
go ahead, man. Who do you got and why?
I'm gonna take the Buccaneers because I don't think the Bears will be able to score enough points. Mitch Trubisky has not looked good through the first 3 weeks. I like Matt Nagy, but I think that Buccaneers defense is going to come around a little bit this week. They might get Vita Vea back, who was their first round pick. I'm gonna roll with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers here in Fitzmagic, and they outlast Chicago in a close game.
All right, Rich.
I'm going with the Bucks also.
You were going with the
Yeah.
Bucks. How come?
For all the reasons he said.
did
But
he
no,
say?
also I think that Fitzmagic now that Winston is back. Jameis, I think, kind of light a fire under him.
Okay.
And I think that just based on their performance last week, they're going to be up for this game.
So I guess, can I jump in and say this? If Winston starts, I want the Bears.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Ryan Fitzpatrick.
So am I putting an asterisk here?
Well, I'm just saying, like if Winston, well, this is not a second guess, it's a first guess.
Okay.
If Winston starts, I want the Bears. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just saying that Winston on the bench behind him is going to maybe light a fire under him and get him going again. And if he does screw up, then Winston will come in and save the day.
Are they in Chicago?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the Bears.
It's still warm though.
Okay.
Khalil Mack is a great white shark on the hunt. He's second. I think he's first in the league in sacks. Well, no, I think I was watching Colin Cowherd. I think he's second for the past 3 years in sacks, but he's going to eat up Fitzpatrick.
You think so?
I think so. I mean, the Bucs they almost won Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh didn't score in the second half at all. They almost came back. So.
And they had one bad second quarter with all the picks.
So, but I'm going to go with the Bears with this because Khalil Mack is a dangerous man, and I think he's going to eat up Fitzpatrick. So I am going to go with the Bears.
Okay.
And Myra.
I like Chicago.
Chicago. They're playing in Chicago.
Chicago is the smart pick here.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, I'm going with Chicago. I also think the Bucs are a little down. I think they were too hype. I thought they were going to be able to hold out through the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
And even though Steelers had that horrible second half, they just didn't have it together to do. So I'm actually going to go with Bears.
All right. And Kevin gets a big fat 0.
Yeah. I second that.
Okay.
Which is really sad because he's leading.
We really should have like Cousin Jay call in and pick for him or something if he
can't
be here.
Jay's like on it, man.
We should. He's probably listening. Cousin Jay, if you are listening, call in and then because they share a last name.
They do.
Yeah.
They might as well.
I feel bad. He's missing back-to-back weeks here, and I got help from Kirky.
And it is for other reasons.
Because he's
not being selfish.
He is saving the world.
Yeah, one dad
at a time. All right, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Jay, if you're listening, you know you listen a lot. By the way, he's always on Messenger.
Mm-hmm.
He saved me the other day.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
All right, Nick, let's move on to game number 2.
Yeah, that second game was Saints-Giants.
All right, and they're in New York?
They're in New York.
All right, so who you got?
I'm taking the Saints 12 out of 10 times. I'm taking the Saints. There's no way the Giants have a good enough offense, and the Saints are going to tear this Giants team apart. The Giants are going to be without Olivier Vernon and Eli Apple, 2 starting defensive players. Drew Brees is going to eat this team alive. Give me the Saints.
All right, Rich.
I totally agree. And Albuquerque last week was basically gave the same explanation to why the Falcons were going to lose because they lost their defensive backs.
Yeah,
and the
Ricardo Allen and Deion Jones and all these guys.
Yeah, so.
Unfortunately, I'm going to go with you guys. I'm going to say the Saints. I don't really like the Saints, but I do like Drew Brees. He just passed Brett Favre, right, with the most completions of all time at about 6,301. But
Michael Thomas may have 1,000 receiving yards in this game.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with the Saints.
And Alvin Kamara, too. That guy's like, they got an offense, man.
The Giants normally start slow, too, so even if they just did
they're doing that again.
Yeah, but I'm going to stick with the Saints on this one.
I've always been with the Saints.
Yeah?
I need the Saints.
All right, so all of us pick the Saints.
Darn it, I was hoping someone would get New York fever there. Okay.
Let's give it to Kevin.
Final game.
Jeez.
Final game. That's what we should do. We should all pick for Kevin. That's what we should do.
Yeah, well, you know what? We'll pick for Kevin. Let's give Kevin New York.
All right, Kevin gets New York.
Well, what about the Bears and the Bucs then?
We'll give Kevin the Bucs.
All right. Okay. All right. What's last game, Nick?
Myron gave Kevin the 2 opposite picks of her. I like that.
Let's just do that.
Ravens at Steelers.
Okay.
Who wants to go
I'm
first?
I'm going to go first on this one.
You go first.
All right.
F the Steelers. I'm tired of them. And besides, they never beat the Rams the Ravens anyway. For the past forever, they always lost to the Ravens, and they're coming off their barely win over Tampa Bay. But I told Nick after game 2, week 2, I lost all faith in Pittsburgh, and the Ravens are gonna win. So
how about you, Rich?
I'm going with the Steelers on this one. Home field advantage, and I think that win is getting the ball rolling. So I think, and plus, I gave the brown jersey to Myra for a little. So that's going to give them good luck too. So Lincoln has a brown jersey. So
you going Steelers?
Yeah, Steelers.
Myra?
I really thought the Steelers were going to come in No, I didn't. I thought they were going to lose, and they proved me wrong. I thought the Bucks had it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stick with the Steelers this time.
Okay.
You just hate the Steelers. I'm going to tell you, I will say with Kevin, it's the Steelers.
Okay, so Kevin has Steelers, and what did you say, Myra? You said the Ravens?
She took the Steelers.
I took the Steelers, man. Why are you trying to throw the Ravens at me?
Rich took the Steelers. Kevin took the Steelers. Myra took the Steelers. I'm with Phil. I'm going with the Ravens here.
Oh, Ravens. Okay.
Normally, it's all about the home team in the AFC North divisional games. I don't think that Pittsburgh's defense is anywhere good enough for this Baltimore offense. Though Joe Flacco has kind of been up and down in the first 3 weeks, I think he has enough weapons for them to score enough points to win this game. And Baltimore's just a little bit better defensively. I'm going to take the Ravens.
Okay, so round up. Before we go to break, we got me. I picked the Bears. I picked the Saints, and I picked the Ravens. Kevin, he has the Bucks, the Giants, and the Steelers. Myra with the Bears, Saints. And Steelers. Rich Rodgers with the Bucks, the Saints, and the Steelers. And Nick with the Bucks, Saints, and Ravens.
I don't think any of us have the same combination
No,
of three.
we don't.
Which is kind of nice.
Which is good.
I kind of like that.
We still haven't decided what we're going to do. What we're going to do at the end of the season. We got to do something.
I know. Tacos for everybody.
Hey, Nick, get us a gift card from Grills.
Get you a gift card from Grills. Okay.
Hey, and by the way, Nick, last week when we played a burrito, with Sam, he was like, "You guys tell me first because you guys are using all my info, my intel."
Well, what did you think I did on that last one there? I had you guys go first.
Please. You know, you live this every day,
man,
day in and out.
You're
You
entrenched
drink.
in this, man.
You're
and I'm
swimming
almost
in the
wrong
lemonade
all the time.
He's swimming. He's not even drinking. He's like just jumping in. Wow. All right, hey,
Rich, thank you for coming in, man.
Yeah,
no
man.
problem.
Anything going on that we need to worry about this weekend?
Well, there's a Gnarly Charlie event going on tomorrow morning in Cocoa Beach. That's going on. And
you heading over there?
I'm not going till Sunday. I have a friend that's going to be there, and then of course in October. We Crystal Cooper, who she does. Remember, she came on our show a couple years ago. She does the Salty Sweet Pro-Am.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And there's a Women of the Waves, I think, in 2 weeks. So there's like 2 big women surfing competitions in Cocoa Beach coming up. So
we'll have to stay tuned on that.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that.
You got that. Hey, this is the Kevin Sutton Show crew holding it down. We're gonna be right back.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, I was driving to a court-ordered mediation. Suddenly, a semi-truck was moving at a high rate of speed into my lane. It was all in slow motion. And then, as I attempted to brace for the worst, I watched as my car disintegrated, parts and metal flying like a tornado. Then it was over. I had survived. I was lucky. But so many of our clients are not this lucky. Car accidents destroy lives and families in seconds. Lifelong injuries and lost earnings. The loss of doing things we once loved, paralysis, and even death. As I sat there thinking of what could have been, I thought of all my clients all these years who weren't so lucky. Life is precious, but also fragile. And if you're wondering what the truck driver said to me when he realized who it was he'd crashed into, his face said it all. Call me if you need me on your cell phone at Pound Law. Pound Law, that's all. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Offices, Orlando.
Do you really think you're getting a deal at a jewelry store when they mark something down 40 or 50%, or they instantly double a gift card amount? At International Diamond Center, we refuse to insult your intelligence with pricing games. We price it fair from the start. IDC owner Keith LeClaire.
You go down on the islands and they've got goods priced up 8 times from what they paid for it. And then they give you 60% off. Then you got local people, you buy this and I'll match it. How can you always be at 50% off? How can you always be given a 60% discount? We don't want to be like that. We want to be different.
That's why at International Diamond Center you get straightforward prices, guaranteed to beat anyone else's phony pricing, even after their so-called discounts.
We price our goods to sell, but we also refuse to lose. I will beat anybody, anywhere, anytime, or anywhere in the world. I don't care. I don't lose.
International Diamond Center. No games, no inflated values. Just honest pricing on the highest quality diamonds and fine jewelry. 5 convenient Orlando locations. Online, shopidc.com.
It's an NFL triple header Sunday on ESPN 580 Orlando. First at 1, the Miami Dolphins look to continue their unbeaten streak when they travel to New England and battle the Patriots. Then at 4, the New Orleans Saints and the New York Giants kick off from the Meadowlands. Then Sunday Night Football has a huge AFC North battle when the Ravens meet the Steelers. It's an NFL triple header Sunday right here on ESPN 580 Orlando. Football lives here. It's almost here. The 2018 Major League Baseball playoffs begin with the NL Wildcard Game. Tuesday, right here on your home for the MLB playoffs and World Series. ESPN 580 Orlando. ESPN Radio Sports Center.
I'm Dave Mager. Win and they're in. The Rockies will make the playoffs if they win tonight. They're scoreless in the second in Denver with the Washington Nationals. 1 game back of Colorado in the West. The Dodgers, they're in San Francisco tonight. LA's magic number for the second wild card spot is 2 over St. Louis. Cubs closing in on the NL Central. Magic number is 2 after an 8-4 win over St. Louis. 4th inning, Chris Bryant faced Adam Wainwright.
He hits one high in the air, deep left center. Back goes Bader to the center field fence. That ball is gone. Long gone. Get out the tape measure for Chris Bryant. Cubs lead 3-0.
Pat Hughes, WSCR, Bryant's second home run this month, 13 on the year. Milwaukee or the Cubs will host the NL wildcard game Tuesday night on ESPN. Tigers lead the Brewers 3-0 in the first, though. Brewers starter Zach Davies getting rocked. The Yankees lead the Red Sox 8-0 in the fourth on ESPN. Aaron Hicks three-run shot moments ago. NFL, while the Rams were lighting up the Vikings last night, the home of LA receiver Robert Woods was the site of a break-in. Property was stolen, no arrest. Jaguars running back Leonard Fournette, game-time decision against the Jets. College football, Notre Dame running back Jafar Armstrong out tomorrow. That's a surprise. Knee infection as the Irish take on Stanford. UCLA and Colorado, they are scoreless, and they in fact kick off next hour in Boulder. NBA rehabbing Celtics Kyrie Irving, Gordon Hayward in the starting lineup. Preseason opener against Charlotte. Irving with 7 points, Hayward with 3.
Hey, it's the Gats. Join us Monday. We'll have the funniest thing from the sports weekend. Plus, I'll have my weekend observations. That is Monday on the Dan Le Batard Show with me, Stu Gatz, on ESPN Radio.
Warning, warning, warning. You are listening to the Kevin Sutton Show on ESPN 580 Orlando. You have been warned.
You know what time it is. Radio.
Danger! That's right.
Danger!
Oh. You guys remember Chris Johnson?
The NFL player?
Yeah, CJ2K.
Yes. He's I didn't know he graduated from Olympia High. That was did you know that?
Yeah, because he was here in Orlando when he was shot here in Orlando, wasn't he? He was shot in the leg or something. There was he was involved in some sort of in a situation here in Orlando.
He was shot here in Orlando, like pow pow.
Oh, he was?
Yes, in the
yes,
leg.
yeah.
Oh, no way.
Yes.
Well, I guess
Not surprised.
This was 2015. Yeah, he was
Orlando.
Shot in the shoulder on a Sunday morning in Orlando.
And he has some impressive stats, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah, he was a monster.
What is he? What do they say? Top 7? Top 7 full running backs?
But I mean, that's how it is in Orlando, though. So you Sunday morning go to Waffle House and a bullet wound.
Bomb, yeah.
I've been to Waffle House plenty of times on Sundays, okay?
Yeah.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
Anyways, he's back in Orlando because didn't he finish off the season with the Cardinals?
Yes. I believe it was I believe he was with the Cardinals. Was that last year?
Is he shooting a music video or something? Is that why y'all hang
No.
out? Got him.
No, a colleague of mine was meeting with him because he has some projects he wants to do here in Orlando. So
Cool.
he's back in Orlando.
Very cool.
Yeah, and I'll keep you guys updated on how that comes along.
Yeah, he played 4 games last year for the Cardinals.
Nice.
There you go. So he's retired now.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is how he started off his career in 2008. That's right, he was with Tennessee. He went 1,200 yards rushing, 2,000 yards rushing, 1,300, 1,000, 1,200, 1,000. So 6 straight 1,000-yard rushing seasons to start his career. Had 14 touchdowns, a career high in 2009. He was an absolute monster.
Wow.
Did the gunshot wound change everything? I mean, that was a while back ago. That was what, 3 years ago?
Yeah, that was 2015. So he still played. I mean, in all honesty, I mean, when you look at the numbers here, he carried the ball 358 times in 2009. He had over 2,000 carries in his career, and that's a 9-year career as an NFL player, NFL running back. That's about right. I mean, honestly, and he signed some big old contracts too, which good for him.
Yeah, he's good. He should be good if he played it right.
Yeah, what was that big? Let's see. 5-year, $12 million deal, 7 guaranteed out of the draft because there was no rookie wage scale back then, don't forget.
Yeah, wow.
And he got that $53 million deal in 2011.
Wow.
Wow.
Well,
Okay.
speaking of a whole bunch of money.
Well, he still looks rich, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. Let me ask you a question here.
All right.
What are some of the unwritten rules of like radio?
No cussing?
No
that's
cussing.
written.
That's
That's okay.
That's definitely written.
No.
Don't really talk over each other.
Right.
That's
Don't
one.
throw chairs.
Don't bash other radio hosts that work in the building.
Mm-hmm.
No, I do that to Jerry all the time. That's
well, you guys are on the same
Well,
show.
that's
though.
different,
That's
you
like me
know.
bashing Obi or something.
That's okay. Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Don't throw chairs. Don't argue over chairs.
Obi is a good dude. Obi is like too good of a dude. He's such a good dude.
Yeah. But let's bring that same mentality to baseball. There's a lot of unwritten rules in baseball. Like you don't step over the line.
Right.
And if a pitcher hits one of your players, you gotta give him a receipt for one of their players. Now, Myra, Nick, would you do something like that for us for $500,000? You'd be fined.
You saw this story?
Yes. What I'm leading at to is CC Sabathia. He'll be a Hall of Fame pitcher when he's done.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Come on.
Why?
I think you look at the numbers. I don't think they're there quite enough. I don't think they're quite good enough. Like Mike Mussina was kind of like he's in, right? Mike Mussina's in the Hall of Fame.
He better be.
He was a fringe Hall of Famer, but it was all the championships that kind of got him in.
Yeah.
CC Sabathia's numbers are not as good as his.
Well, CC Sabathia is a fat dude, but he's really good.
True.
But anyway, he was on the verge of getting $500,000 bonus. This is for pitching 155 innings this year already. So I guess the Yankees had an incentive. I guess they put incentives in everybody's contract for certain things. So
Right.
for him, if he pitched a total of 155 innings, he would get a $500,000 bonus.
All right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the end of the season.
Okay.
Yeah, this is his last start.
That was his last start. Right? So he was about 2 innings away from getting this bonus until the Rays plunked one of their players and one of the Yankees players. And so, just like I said, one of the unwritten rules of baseball is the other team hits one of your players, you got to give them a receipt. So he ends up hitting one of the Rays players and immediately gets ejected.
Right. Two
innings
innings
away.
away.
And he actually had a one hitter at the time, but $500,000 down the drain. Now that's some kind of loyalty, Myra. I want to see that
Over his
from
ego.
you.
I mean, come on. You won't get that from me.
You what?
No, I'm telling you.
What?
If Nick says, "Hey, Myra," let's put it like this. If you say, "Hey, Nick," Myra, don't talk about LeBron James to Nick. Okay.
I'll give you $500,000.
I know.
We're
gonna be. The show is all on LeBron and how he'll jump around anywhere. He'll wear purple. He'll wear burgundy. He'll wear red. He'll wear the Orlando Magic colors if the price is right. But you can't say anything negative about LeBron. I'm done. I'm done.
I want to see that kind of loyalty from you guys.
That's a tough loyalty.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, he didn't do anything, but seriously, I mean, I'm all for, being there for my friends, but that's a lot. You could have waited till after the game. You could have done so many other things here.
And then go punch him or something like that. But
you probably could have given someone $10,000 to beat the hell out of the guy after the game.
$20,000.
Now, if you were CC Sabathia, would you do that for your team? If it was you, Myra, if you were CC Sabathia,
do you think he was aware? You think he was aware of the clause?
Oh, he had to be, man. He had to be. If you were a 260-pound man, would you do that? Now, granted, you are already a multimillionaire.
Yeah.
But $500,000.
But how much is his contract anyways per year? Do we know?
So much money.
It's baseball players. They make the most money out of anybody.
They do.
Yeah.
Especially, yeah. So would you do something like that for just to show your loyalty to your team because somebody dinged your player?
Oh, he's on a 1-year, $10 million deal too.
Yeah. So
this is it for CC with the Yankees. Wow.
Yeah. So would you do it? This may be your last of your career. This may be the end of your career, right?
I wouldn't go out that way. I don't think I'd go out that way.
Here is the thing. I mean, he made $25 million last year, and the year before that, and $23 million a year the previous 4 years per year before that. That $500,000, that might be like in his couch. So I don't think he's going to notice it.
Okay, so.
But you really don't think this is how you possibly end your career? This is where you're at a staple moment of 2 innings away from, getting your bonus, regardless if you donate it to charity, but even getting that accomplishment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where I say, if you, like what you say, Nick, if it's not about the money, it's about the accomplishment of doing it.
Nick, would you do it?
Hell no.
He also had a one-hitter going on,
no
too.
Way. No, this happened with, you guys remember Mo Harkless played for the Magic?
Uh-huh.
So this happened with Mo Harkless 2 years ago. He had a clause in his contract that if he shot above 35% or something like that from 3, he would get a $1 million bonus. And Mo Harkless went into the final game of the year for Portland shooting exactly 35%. So he had to shoot 35% or higher. And the reporters asked him about it. And they said, so if you get it open on the corner for 3, what's going to happen? He said, you're going to see me dribble in a step. So he admitted it. He's like, I know about it. I want my money.
Oh.
Wow.
And I wouldn't be ashamed to say it either. It's $500,000. Now, listen, I mean, he made $25 million last year, so CC is fine. So maybe he's okay with it. He spends $500,000 on drinks with the guys after the game. But I want my money. Plus, I mean, what do you really? I think that the whole rules of baseball thing is dumb anyway. So, I don't think you really solve anything with that. But hey,
yeah,
ask the reliever that comes in after I'm done getting my money to hit him. He can hit him.
I know so many other people could hit him.
Yeah, someone else do it.
It could have been a 2-hour delay, or in baseball, 5-hour delay, and it could have happened.
Right? Don't immediately come back. He should have just threw the ball at him before he even walked up to the mound.
But, the egos out there, dominate so much, so who knows?
Yeah. Now, me, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do it. I would keep the money.
Oh, so you're mad at me for keeping the money.
What'd that guy say? You're money hungry.
I am money hungry.
Oh, screw that guy.
$500,000? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. When we come back, we got to give you guys a little bit of wrestling update.
And then
at the end of the show, we have our very own Kevin Sutton Show song from Montesi. So keep it locked in,
I'm
guys.
excited, man. It's going to be big time.
Be right back.
This is the Stephen A. Smith Show.
Tiger Woods is a golfer. Suddenly, we got fans out there that want to be marriage counselors. We got fans out there that want to be priests and popes and pastors. We got folks out there that want to talk about his life, stuff that don't have anything to do with golf. All of yous are the ones that cost us Tiger Woods for the last decade.
Stephen A. Smith, 1 to 3 on ESPN 580 Orlando.
Listen to BurnFatOrlando.com this Saturday at 8 a.m. to learn how you can lose up to 30 to 40 pounds naturally with absolutely no drugs or shots. That's this Saturday and Sunday at 8 a.m. And remember,
we want to see less of you.
Typical results are a ½ pound to 1 pound per day. Time to treat your lawn with Sunnyland Professional 1608 Weed and Feed Fertilizer. Available only at all Lowe's Garden Centers. Visit SunnylandCorp.com to print your $2 per rag mail-in rebate. Sunnyland Fertilizers, the choice of the UCF Knights, made in Florida just for Florida lawns since 1884.
During Nissan's Take Home a Titan Truck Month, you're not just saving on a truck, you're saving big on a Titan. That means you're not just getting an engine, you're getting a powerful V8 standard. And when it comes to power, nothing tops Titan. Because every Titan comes with best-in-class standard horsepower and torque, so you can tow or haul, whatever the job demands. Plus, with America's best limited truck warranty, we've got you covered. 5 years, 100,000 miles, bumper to bumper. Take home a Titan during Truck Month at Nissan. And for a limited time, save up to $10,687 on the 2018 Titan. You've got work to do, and we've got your truck. Shop ChooseNissan.com and experience Titan at your local Nissan store today. But hurry, Truck Month ends soon. For well-qualified buyers, 2018 Titan 10687 consists of $7,500 cash back on select trims, $2,187 Chrome Package savings, and $1,000 loyalty or conquest cash for qualified customers. See your local Nissan dealer or call 1-888-858-8319 for details on the horsepower, torque, and limited truck warranty information. Offers end 10/1/18.
The Florida State Seminoles look to improve on their win over Northern Illinois when they travel to Louisville to take on the Cardinals Saturday. Coverage begins at 1:30 with kickoff at 3:30 right here on ESPN 580 Orlando. Football lives here.
Giving you everything you could ever ask for in a radio show. You're listening to The Kevin Sutton Show on ESPN 580 Orlando.
You can keep on giving because this is The Kevin Sutton Show. We are back in the studio. This is the crew holding it down for Kevin as he is absent today, but not to worry because, we don't do things right. We still have a good time. We want to remind our listeners The Kevin Sutton Show is proudly brought to you by Cruz and Pescara, PA. Your personal injury attorneys, that's right. Do you already have a case that's going on and you just feel like things aren't moving along? Well, Cruz and Pescara, they offer free case review. That's right, free, no strings attached. Come in with your case, let them review it. Something could be wrong, things could be just right. You know what? Let's put it like this, free extra eyes of attorneys looking at it. Cruz and Pescara, your eye for lawyers. And if you give them a call at 407-841-0200, Cruz and Pescara, your accident attorneys. You can always go to the website, kevinsuttshow.com, and click on the link.
That's right. Hey, and don't forget, download our podcast. Like I said earlier, we on so many other outlets, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube. We're everywhere, guys. So just if you missed an episode and you want to see what's what, hey, you can go to our Facebook page because I post all the episodes as soon as they're done. Or you can just go in your app and then you'll hear it right from there.
That's right. So we got a little bit of wrestling update.
Yeah, dude. And
this is I'm going to like this because I was wondering about the status of these women.
So, guys, the WWE is an anomaly. First of all, let me break this down here. The stock prices are at an all-time high, almost at $100.
Wow.
Right? But the ratings are the lowest ever.
Wow.
So
it's the hype.
The thing that I have concluded is that the people investing in the company don't watch the show. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think they're involved in the storylines and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to give you that little tidbit, and also I feel that you also, Meyer, you had a fit about with them going to Saudi Arabia,
right?
And
not happy.
And now I have a beef with Saudi Arabia, not because of the women. We already discussed that about the women,
right?
But my issue is that now it seems that the Saudis want to mess with the storylines.
No.
Yes.
What's going on?
So you know how
spill the tea.
So you know how let's say a company takes over, they start to change things.
Yeah. Well, when you get the new big investor come in.
It appears that the Saudis, they're going to go back again in April after WrestleMania.
You got to
be
kidding me.
And it appears that they want to change certain storylines to fit stuff for them. So not like they want The Rock to be the champion at the time they go back.
Nuh-uh.
Yes.
How are they going to make that happen?
We'll see what happens. But this is for another. They're going to pay $20 million just for that.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I don't like that. I don't like when they start to. I don't like when overhead companies start to meddle with what's going on.
Here's my take on this. Do they still own The Rock enough to make that happen?
The Rock doesn't owe the WWE anything.
But do they own The Rock enough?
No, he's not under contract.
I know not under contract. I'm talking about the
Favors?
money, the agents.
Well, that's what I'm saying. when I said $20 million, I didn't mean for the whole event.
That's
I
just
meant
for The
for
Rock.
The Rock.
So if you're The Rock, right? If you're The Rock, and I'm like, hey,
hello, CC Sabathia.
hey, Phil, I need you to come on over for the weekend. And you're gonna walk away with $12 million for the weekend, and we're gonna take care of everything.
Yeah.
You as The Rock are gonna do what?
If I was The Rock, I would do it.
Now, are you talking about Phil's pocket or The Rock's pocket?
No, it's The Rock. I mean, The Rock's the biggest star in the world.
Okay, but why would he do it?
Because now he breaks into Saudi Arabia's market, so they see him.
What market?
Movies. They just opened movie theaters out there too.
But his movies are going to play over there if they're out.
Now.
Oh, they boycotted The Rock before?
They boycott movies in general.
Oh, okay.
I really don't think The Rock gets anything out of this.
I don't either.
No. What do you mean besides the money?
Well, I mean, the money, sure, but I mean, does The Rock need the money? He's the number one highest paid movie star in the world. I mean, sure, it's $20 million, but I mean, just go ahead and throw that in the back. He's got that.
Too much money.
But it's $20 million tax free. It's in Saudi Arabia. He can open up an account over there.
He could. I mean, it could also just, end up in a duffel bag on his front porch. I don't know, but I mean,
probably.
You always want to put money in couches and duffel bags. Nick. What's up with that?
That's probably how it goes.
I'm from Chicago. That's kind of how we do it there.
So they want to start changing.
The worst thing would be if they brought like Stone Cold or something like that.
I think they're trying to do that as well.
No.
Yeah, man.
Then I would really have a.
They asked for Yokozuna and the Ultimate Warrior.
No.
But they're dead.
That was a hard no, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah.
You got a Ouija board?
Right? So they want all the old stars. So.
All right, now give me some female update because Total Divas is back on.
Total Divas is back on. Worst ratings ever so far with this new season opening.
It's because I haven't been watching.
Yeah, but I wanted to ask you if you have seen what happened on this past Monday Night Raw.
I have not.
Brie Bella was fighting Liv Morgan. She's part of the Riot Squad. And just like wrestlers, they take a beating. Including the women, they take a beating.
Right.
Daniel Bryan's kicks that he does to the chest to people?
Yeah.
Well, Brie was doing, because that's her husband, she was doing those kicks to Liv Morgan. She kicked her twice in the head, knocked her completely out.
Like, for real?
Completely out. Like, she pratfall, face first into the mat. And the match didn't stop. They kept going.
No.
So she was completely knocked out. And that has never happened on television for a woman. In WWE.
Do you think Brie knew what was going on?
Yeah, because she kind of held her head for a second, and then she went and checked on her. But she was like groggy after she woke up for a second. But the match continued, and they ended up doing a suplex right after that.
That's never happened on television for a woman?
For WWE.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
Extremely dangerous. So now Liv Morgan is under the concussion protocol. But if you guys have a chance, watch the clip. Just type in Brie Bella knocks out Liv Morgan. But she literally kicks her square in the face as hard as she could, and she literally just props right down face first in the mat. Just, yeah.
So is Brie back in the mix now?
Yes, but she should not be.
Really? Why?
Because the week before that, she almost killed herself twice.
How?
Doing a suicide dive through the ropes. She missed completely and hit the ground. So yeah,
is that on?
That was on Raw as well.
Brie misses.
Brie misses suicide dive. She bought the same match. She did it twice and missed them both times.
Ooh.
Yeah. So please get out of here. But
okay,
hey,
it's time for our breakthrough song.
So Nick, we're going to end the show with this song. So just let it play through, and then let's get out of here. So guys, hey, thank you for tuning in. It is Friday. We really enjoyed you guys sticking around.
Always. Yes. And this is the Kevin Sutton Show. Listen, stay on and listen to the song.
Monteezy.
You guys are going to be so happy, and we are going to see you guys when we come back with the crew. Kevin Sutton Show. Check us out on, I was going to say ESPN, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all under the username Kevin Sutton Show.
Peace.
We love you.
Yeah. ESPN 580 AM 580 AM The Kevin Sutton Show. The Kevin Sutton Show. Yeah. Kevin Sutton Show live, we back again. In the studio now, ESPN, Phil Bird with the swagger, the Boston approach, bringing the knowledge and it's real when he's knowledge on shows. Myra for the ladies, the appeal to the mic, always dropping all the facts that you hearing tonight. Kevin Sutton with the humor, sarcastic, got a question, just ask it. The Kevin Sutton Show got it mastered. The Kevin Sutton Show, live, we back again, Orlando, ESPN, we live, let's get it in, we here now. The Kevin Sutton Show. The Kevin Sutton Show. The Kevin Sutton Show live, we back again. Orlando, ESPN, we live, let's get it in. We here now. Kevin Sutton Show. The Kevin Sutton Show. Kevin Sutton Show live, we back again. In the studio now, ESPN. Phil Bird with the swagger, the Boston approach. Bringing the knowledge in is real when he's knowledge on shows. Myra for the ladies, the appeal to the mic. Always dropping all the facts that you hearing tonight. Kevin Sutton with the humor, sarcastic. Got a question, just ask it. The Kevin Sutton Show got it mastered. The Kevin Sutton Show live, we back again. Orlando, ESPN, we live, let's get it in. We here now. The Kevin Sutton Show. The Kevin Sutton Show. The Kevin Sutton Show live, we back again. Orlando, ESPN, we live, let's get it in. We here now. The Kevin Sutton Show. The Kevin Sutton Show.
You could win a $100 gift card to Marlowe's Tavern. Marlowe's Tavern uses the freshest seasonal and local ingredients to surprise and delight their guests. With this fall celebration, Marlowe's chefs are having a little fun on the side with unique presentations and flavor combinations to treat their guests to something extra special. Listen all week to ESPN Afternoons with Scott and S starting at 4 p.m. for your chance to win a $100 gift card to Marlowe's Tavern.
This is Michael Eastham with Fellowship Financial Group. Are you getting rewarded for the risk that you're taking in your investments? Find out by tuning in to the Retirement Income Doctor radio show every Saturday at 7 a.m. right here on ESPN 580.
Buying a diamond is one of the hardest things a guy can do.
Meet Keith LeClaire, owner of International Diamond Center.
It's not my job to sell you. My job is to protect you.
And that starts with fair pricing.
We don't play pricing games. We don't mark it up 400% to give you 50% off to make you feel like you got a good deal. We price it straight.
No retail games, no nonsense. Just rock bottom prices on one of the largest selections of certified diamonds in America.
Most stores are going to be able to show you 3, 4, 5. We can show you hundreds and hundreds of diamonds.
International Diamond Center, the only store in Orlando owned by a major diamond supplier with worldwide connections and enormous buying power. So you can buy like a dealer buys.
I've done all the hard work to bring the best value, the best quality diamond to you direct.
Exquisite diamonds straight from the diamond cutters.
There is no middleman. It's cutter, us, you.
International Diamond Center, Orlando's direct diamond importer and your local diamond expert with 5 Orlando locations. Online at shopidc.com.
Before you ask her, ask us.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your basement. There's a pair of overalls that overall you're not so into anymore. A perfectly good laptop that hasn't sat in your lap in months. And even more stuff, but still no jobs? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed, and they're the stuff inside your stuff. Even inside that winter coat that moved with you to Phoenix. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Sports Center updates at the top and bottom of every hour.
And the latest breaking news in sports around the clock.
This is ESPN 580 Orlando.
Oh, come on.
Well,
Trey,
listen. I love you.
I'm not going down that.
Well,
road.
you're wrong then,
okay.
because Rory's the best driver of the ball on tour.
We've seen him play bad in big moments before.
You're exactly right. But
so he played bad before, and now he played bad with Tiger, but it's because of Tiger.
Part
he
of
played
it is.
bad.
Absolutely.
Golic and Wingo, weekday mornings at 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio and ESPN2.
Hey, y'all, we're taking the Marty Party to a whole new level with the Marty Smith's America podcast with country music star Kip Moore.
I hate it when I know exactly what an artist is going to do. And I feel like a lot of times there's a lot of that, particularly in our format, when I know exactly what the guitar tone's going to sound like. I know what the lyrics are going to be about. I never want to be that guy. Even if I end up putting out a record that you hate, at least I kept you on your toes.
The Marty Smith's America podcast on the ESPN app and Apple Podcasts.
This is Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. And this is SEC Saturday night. Over the top. How about that to Shi Smith? Touchdown. Snell breaking free. Touchdown.
SEC Saturday night, presented by Holiday Inn Express. South Carolina versus 17th ranked Kentucky. Saturday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on the SEC Network and streaming live on the ESPN app.
Campus Conversation, the podcast.
I feel like everyone is assuming Clemson is a lock because they're 4-0 and they're Clemson, but they might not have one ranked opponent on their schedule all season by the time this thing is said and done. Just the sheer incompetence of the entire ACC this year does not bode well for Clemson.
Campus Conversation. Subscribe now on the ESPN app or Apple Podcasts.
WDBO Orlando, WDBO FM HD2 Orlando. Broadcasting live from the VictoryCasinoCruises.com studios. Your home for the Saturday MLB Game of the Week and Sunday Night Baseball is right